What's up, guys? I'm going Batman mode for this one, as it's dark. But I've been leafleting. I think I've dropped maybe 125, maybe more. I need to count. They come in stacks, and I've done a stack and a quarter, roughly, maybe a stack and a third. Um, so yeah, so some instant feedback. She actually came out, said, "Did you drop this leaflet off?" I said yes. She said when they're going to move in June, so she'll keep a hold of it and hopefully contact me. So that's promising. Um, yeah, I think the thing with the leaflets is the style is like the door to door style. It's really like just like bold, like window cleaning. Here's me. Here's my like website and stuff, and here's my prices. It's really like like quick and easy to read. Hopefully, so I do quite like these leaflets. I'm not an expert on kind of that that side of marketing, but we'll see what happens. A few other things. It's advantages. Obviously, it's dark, and I'm still able to go and do it. Um, and also, it means I can go to. What I'm going to try and do is go to areas in the morning when I've got like an empty morning, say, like I've got tomorrow, and maybe drop off like 200 leaflets in a new area this time, which will be quicker because I won't be looking at which doors have already said no. So I'll be able to drop them off in a new area, and then like maybe later in the week or next week, I'll door knock the area, and I'll see if that helps. I'll also see if I'll be able to see from this leaflet drop, um, like how good just a leaf. Well, the sample size isn't big enough yet, but I'll be able to get more and more of a picture of just of how good the leaflets on their own are as well. So yeah, I like the idea of. I mean, hopefully, like they could. I like in an ideal world, they'd be just as good, if not better, than door to door, which would be like obviously amazing. Um, I'm hoping there'll be like a supplement basically, and yeah, I'm gonna count how much a stack is, but I think 1,000 a week just by myself is actually kind of reasonable. I think that's fairly doable. Obviously, like it will be automated in the future. It's just that's another like few hundred quid. Well, not quite that much. Maybe like actually, yeah. Well, to get all 5,000 dropped off would be a few hundred quid, um, which is nothing. Will be nothing in the scheme of things once the numbers are up. Um, and yeah, so the objective is basically to get them to at least, well, if they pay for themselves, then it'll be all right. It'll be worth getting more done. Um, Even if they don't, I don't know if it's worth it either. It's really hard to tell because obviously like one job from one leaflet could lead into another jobs, could lead into referrals. So there's no real way to tell. I've had the same thing with Facebook adverts last year, where I ran a gutter cleaning ad right in the, well, not even the peak of the season, but in kind of the winter when it's a more in demand service. And I don't know, from like a maybe like a £60 ad spend, I got, no, maybe a £30 ad spend ended up being like £260 worth of work initially. Um, but then the I got jet washing jobs from the same guy, and then referrals from that. So I mean, like that like maybe £60 ad spend was probably like a grand's worth of work, maybe. Probably not quite that much, but yeah, like it's so hard to tell exactly. But even if they just make me more efficient when I'm going door to door from picking up maybe like one in 200, I don't know, 1 in 200 leaflets, say, um, that could be like 5 extra people a week. And at least that way I know that the people will have seen me at least, which is, it's quite big. Because I will, and there's the other good advantage is I can leaflet first and there's nothing to stop me like going door to door later. Um, So that's good. Another thing that was quite interesting walking around, a lot of the houses that said no previously, like actually loads of them were getting quite grubby, which was interesting. Yeah, that was a quite that was interesting to see actually. So I'm not sure what like probably a fair few of them they just don't want it doing, but they're getting I'm sure they're probably like getting dirtier and dirtier. So I don't know what will like eventually they're going to need a window cleaner or like to do it themselves because there's so much shite. Um, so it's interesting. I think it's like that's like the reason there's so much work out there is because things just get like there's like pollution and pollen and dust. Um, then the rain runoff from the roofs. There's like hundreds of things in this country that just gonna like make anything outside is just gonna eventually get caked in shit, pretty much. Just how this country is and the weather and environment. Um, so yeah, that's the first leaflet drop done. Um, and yeah, it's awesome. Like I can feasibly go out in mornings now, or and be more like see how much more efficient. But like at least I'm doing something. If like if it's the middle of the day and 9 out of 10 people are out working, I can at least leave the leaflets, and then they've seen me. They've seen I've got a window like cleaning company. They might then recognize me later, and that can help for like that advertising fucking idea. Like if someone sees a product a certain number of times, they're more likely to buy. So I don't know if that would help. I also don't know how long people hang on to these things. So yeah, no, it's an interesting one. I've also been able to like, I can listen to like podcasts and stuff, just walking around delivering them because obviously I'm not talking to people. So that's quite a nice change of pace. But obviously, like going forward, apart from like tomorrow morning and the odd mornings I get free, the goal is going to be to drop them while I'm doing door to door because just by myself, it's probably not worth my time just to leaflet. Um, so yeah, that's my updates and like basic like strategy, I guess.